All right, so you guys, I love that you guys have been commenting. It's super awesome. I really, really enjoyed the feedback and the ideas that you guys gave me. And there was one comment about somebody's fasting journey and everything like that, and how they kind of lean more towards, like, say, plant living, I believe. I don't know. I read it a few days ago. I want to talk about how in the beginning on the zero video, the baseline video that I was talking about is I am going about it with fasting and intermittent fasting, OMAD, whatever, all that stuff. But that doesn't mean that that's what I'm suggesting for everybody. I think that the point is, to make it super clear, is you have to find your own way of decluttering your diet. And for me, I'll do big purges at a time. That's how I declutter my house. That's how I do anything. I go at it really, really hard in extreme parts, and I'm very emotionally secure and dilly-dally with certain other things. Like, I'll hold on to an item and I'll put it in like a maybe box and I'll test it out. I just did that with some pictures on the wall. I took down a bunch of pictures off the wall and I put them over in the corner. I'm like, I want to get rid of these pictures. Like, I don't want anything on my walls anymore. And I was liking how it looked, but it started freaking eat me up inside a little bit. But all the pictures were off the wall. And I actually put them back because there's a stupid molding on the walls that just, it looks horrible, I think, without anything in it. Just like design-wise, there's no contrast. It feels off. It feels weird. Now, I would love to get rid of the pictures, but just the room, I'm not going to be here much longer. It's just going to be really weird if I get rid of the pictures. So, again, I have a delicate side, but then I purge everything, and I just sold so many things. And that's kind of how I go about my diet. So it's like, that's just my method. I love fasting, and that's my way of purging, I guess, so to speak. Like I'll just do things all at once. Now, if you're not like that, which it's definitely not, fasting is not for a lot of people. In fact, like, I don't even really recommend it for most people, just because I can't speak for others. I just say that this works for me. So instead of fasting, if you're like, well, that doesn't work for me, or it's really, I struggle a lot with it. Like I'm struggling talking right now, but just start with portion control. I think that would be the next in line. So if you were to be like an extreme, the ceiling would be like crazy fasting stuff. The next would be portion control. So let's say you always have a snack after your meal. Cut out the snack or push the snack later. So I'm a big snacker. I love sweets and stuff. So what I would do is, let's say I had a sandwich and like a little bit of some side chips or something. And for me, because I fast, I always have like a snack after that. So if I were not to be intermittent fasting, I would have that sandwich and then I would prolong that snack for like 2 hours later. And that would be one way to do it, so that you're still using the same calories, you're still making it an enjoyable day, but you're just spreading it out. And what's going to happen is you're going to push, like, let's say this is like, if this is the end of the day, you're going to push those meals and those calories out, and then probably you can cut off like a bunch of those calories because because that's just how things work. It's a possibility. I don't know. I've only played with that a little bit. I don't know. For me, I don't want to think about it all day. I think less about food when I do fasting than if I'm trying to watch my calories every meal, like very particular, and I'm thinking about many meals. It's like too much food on my mind all the time. It makes me obsessed, and then I get stressed because I'm thinking about food all the time, and then I get tired eventually, and then I break down. It's like that kind of energy is not the style that I really want to go about living. Yeah, that's just not the style of dieting that I prefer. I'd rather just do it all at once, get it done with. So that's kind of how I deal with it. So I just think about it. And it's interesting, there's a weird side effect with fasting, I think, is that there's like a weird confidence that comes up because you end up being sure of yourself, and you kind of you're reminded that you can do this, you can do anything, and it's super cool. yeah, so that's it for today. Cheers.